I'm not gonna lie. LeBron James is cooked and washed, and he should retire. The first time in 21 years, LeBron James is not named an all-star starter. And guess what? It finally makes sense because no one's talking about this. But before LeBron fans start bitching and crying, this season alone, we're watching a guy that picks his spots, doesn't play defense, disappears for stretches, but because the name is LeBron James, just pretend it's still 2018 again. Twitter, TikTok, Instagram keeps bragging about the 25-point game. Cool, but how many of those points are in garbage time? How many are momentum killers?
Basketball fans woke up to shocking news as supporters of LeBron James spiraling all over social media. For the first time in more than 2 decades, LeBron will not start in the NBA All-Star Game. 21 straight years at the top has officially come to an end. The streak that once felt untouchable is finally over, and the reactions online have been exactly what you'd expect from his fan base. Some people are acting like the world just ended, posting dramatic messages telling friends not to text or call them today. Major outlets like ESPN and Bleacher Report immediately pushed the story everywhere because this is genuinely something we've never witnessed before in LeBron's career. But the most unbelievable part of all this is the voting situation. LeBron has close to 200 million followers across Instagram and X, yet somehow that massive online army could not secure him enough votes to remain an all-star starter. Think about how crazy that sounds. When the updated voting numbers dropped, LeBron still hadn't even crossed the 1 million vote mark. Meanwhile, stars like Luka Doncic, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and even Stephen Curry received more support from fans. The message from voters was loud and clear. This time, they decided to go in a different...
But outside of Skip Bayless, most people respected LeBron James through his first 6 or 7 years of his NBA career. But over time, that respect slowly turned to resentment. Not jealousy, resentment. Eventually, that resentment turned into positive heat. When he was in Miami, LeBron James revitalized the NBA by becoming their biggest villain. People were paying to see him lose. But over the last few years, the positive heat has turned into go-away heat. And with voting for the All-Star Game being closed now, NBA fans have sent a clear message to the league. The go-away heat has turned into fans wanting LeBron James to get off my TV.
For the first time in over 2 decades, LeBron James is no longer an all-star starter, and fans across the basketball world are stunned. With hundreds of millions of followers across social media, people expected his supporters to dominate the voting, but the numbers told a completely different story. At the same time, Bronny James even picked up votes himself, which instantly sent the internet into chaos. Now LeBron supporters are scrambling for answers, blaming the media, the system, and everyone else instead of facing what might be the obvious reality. Some fans believe this is a clearer sign yet that the era of LeBron dominance is finally fading away. The debate online has become absolutely insane. So be honest in the comments. Did LeBron actually deserve to miss out on an all-star starting spot? Or are fans unfairly turning against a 41-year-old legend who is clearly nearing the end of his career? Right now, social media is incomplete. Meltdown mode over it.
Headline at the Daily Mail. LeBron James hit with brutal NBA snub in the twilight of his career. Since 2005, LeBron James has not only made the All-Star Game every season, he's also been in the starting lineup. 21 consecutive years, LeBron James has been the star amongst stars at the All-Star Game, a record that more than likely will never be broken. But this year, LeBron James barely made the top 15. As you can see, he was 8th in voting in the Western Conference. But overall, there were 13 players in the NBA that received more votes than LeBron.
Witnessing right now feels like the start of a major shift in the NBA landscape. For years, LeBron James has been presented as the face of the league, the superstar every broadcast revolves around, and the player the NBA markets more than anyone else. But recently, the numbers and the overall conversation around the league have started pointing in a different direction. Early in the season, there were games without LeBron that actually pulled in stronger ratings, and a lot of fans saw that as the first warning sign. When the league's supposed biggest attraction sits out and viewership still rises, people naturally start questioning where fan interest truly is. Then came the situation with the Los Angeles Lakers on court. Without LeBron, the team opened the season playing with energy, pace, and defensive intensity, jumping out to an impressive record and looking far more competitive than many expected. But once he returned to the lineup, the momentum seemed to disappear. The Lakers started falling back toward the middle of the standings, struggling to stay above .500, and even taking embarrassing losses against teams that were clearly rebuilding. To many critics, it feels like the league may finally be moving into a new era beyond LeBron.
Claimed king. What LeBron James has been the king of has never really been specified. Whatever kingdom he was presiding over, the self-proclaimed king is now better known as the dethroned king. But last week, LeBron James posted this message on Instagram. Whether you love me or hate me, you will remember me, peasants. LeBron James is absolutely right. He will damn sure be remembered, but that does not mean he will be remembered fondly. Just because LeBron will be remembered, it doesn't mean he will be missed.
Many fans are calling the fans noticed everything this season. They watched the Los Angeles Lakers look more organized and energetic without LeBron James on the floor. The ball movement seemed smoother, the offense looked faster, and the team appeared to play with a different level of intensity. So when All-Star voting opened up, many people believe fans made their feelings clear. But the biggest mistake LeBron may have made this year was choosing not to announce a retirement tour. This season could have easily turned into one massive celebration of his career. Every arena would have honored him. Every crowd would have given standing ovations, and fans likely would have flooded the voting to guarantee him another All-Star starting spot. The All-Star game itself could have become a farewell showcase dedicated to one of the greatest players ever. Instead, none of that happened. A lot of critics think the reason is connected to contract drama after the Lakers reportedly showed hesitation about committing long-term. Rather than stepping away on a high note, LeBron returned on his massive player option and has faced non-stop criticism throughout the season. People have questioned his defensive effort, his body language during losses, and moments where he appeared relaxed or joking with opponents while the Lakers were struggling badly on the court. Whether fair or unfair, those moments fueled even more debate about where LeBron currently stands in the NBA landscape.
LeBron James,
LeBron does not want to play in the All-Star game.
He's going to get voted in.
So listen, all you people out there that's going to vote for Bron, save your vote.
Damn. You can't get 3 from the Lakers. You can't get 3 from the Lakers.
AR is going to make.
So it's
Bron didn't even play in the All-Star game last year.
Bron is in the All-Star
Bron is not in the All-Star game this year. Bron is not in the All-Star game. For what? Bron does not want to play in the All-Star game.
He's going to get voted in.
So listen, all you people out there that's going to vote for Bron, save your vote.
Damn.
He didn't play in the last year.
Damn.
Why would you expect him to play this year?
I can't bring 3 from the Lakers, though.
Listen, Bron is not playing in the game. He's definitely going to be in the All-Star game. He's not.
He's going to get voted. He's going to be the number 1 vote.
He will not.
Inspired seasons they've ever seen from a superstar of National Basketball Association caliber. The energy, intensity, and overall engagement people expected from LeBron James just hasn't consistently been there, at least in the eyes of critics. And when it came time for All-Star voting, fans clearly weren't willing to hand out support based only on reputation or legacy. A lot of people believe voters wanted to reward players who have been competing hard every single night and carrying their teams throughout the season. Just look at the names that earned starting spots in the Eastern Conference. Jalen Brunson, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Tyrese Maxey, Cade Cunningham, and Jaylen Brown all received recognition after delivering strong performances and consistent effort throughout the year. To many fans, those selections represent players who have shown up every night, competed with urgency, and earned their spots through production on the court rather than reputation alone.
Luka Doncic.
Luka the Don.
Yeah.
I mean, here's a guy who obviously knows how to put the ball in the basket. The Lakers are playing pretty good basketball, particularly when he's on the basketball court. So, with him on the court, Tracy McGrady.
I'm gonna let you live.
So with that being said, we knew popularity, ability, and everything that comes with
leading the league in scoring.
Yeah.
In the Western Conference, the starting lineup is stacked with stars who have dominated the season from start to finish. Luka Doncic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Stephen Curry, Victor Wembanyama, and Nikola Jokic all earned their spots through elite production, leadership, and consistency throughout the year. Things became even more chaotic once voting details involving Bronny James surfaced online. Reports that Bronny received player votes and tens of thousands of fan votes instantly sparked controversy across basketball media. A lot of fans questioned how a young player with such limited NBA minutes could receive any all-star support at all, while others argued it simply reflected the influence and popularity surrounding the James family name. The entire situation reignited criticism that modern NBA conversations focus too heavily on narratives, celebrity status, and social media attention instead of pure on-court merit. Critics also brought up LeBron's recent relationship with All-Star Weekend itself. Over the last few years, many fans have complained about declining competitiveness in the event and questioned whether established superstars truly take the showcase seriously anymore. Because of that history, some voters may have been less motivated to reward LeBron with another automatic starting position. Whether fair or unfair, the perception among parts of the basketball world is that a new generation is now taking over the spotlight. Players like Victor Wembanyama, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Luka Doncic are increasingly viewed as the faces of the league's future because of their production, competitiveness, and growing popularity. To many fans, this year's voting results symbolize a major shift happening in real time. A lot of people also believe this outcome would look completely different if LeBron had announced a farewell season. A retirement tour likely would have brought overwhelming fan support, emotional tributes, and a guaranteed all-star starting spot based on legacy and celebration alone. Instead, voters treated the season like any other and focused heavily on current performance. That led to non-stop arguments online about whether LeBron still belongs among the NBA's absolute elite players at this stage of a career. At the center of the discussion is a larger question about the NBA's future. The league is clearly transitioning to a younger era filled with rising international stars and dynamic new superstars. Victor Wembanyama especially has become a major symbol of that next generation because of his defensive dominance, competitiveness, and massive global hype at only 20 years old. Many fans are now excited to see newer stars take over center stage during All-Star Weekend and potentially bring fresh energy back to the event. For LeBron supporters, this moment feels like the end of an era. For critics, it feels like proof that the league and its fan base are finally moving on from rewarding reputation alone. Either way, the All-Star voting results created one of the biggest NBA debates of the season, and the reactions across social media